Good morning, you guys. It has been a while since we have toured the cottage garden. My seedlings are doing amazing. We'll talk about those. And there's lots of blooms out here. I've been cutting arrangements. I'm making bouquets quite a bit. And there's a lot to see. Some of these plants were here that the former homeowner had, but most of this I planted myself. It used to be a bed of liriope, however you say it, but we ripped it all out in like late winter so that I could grow a bunch of cut flowers and my cottage garden here, and I love it. I'm trying to really replicate the garden that I had back at my old house. It's gonna take a few years to achieve it. Right now everything's sparse and filling in, and I'm kind of learning what does well here and what doesn't. I did, as you can see, I have some sage here, some salvias, and I don't think they're loving the spot. I have some here and I have some over there, and you can see it's kind of yellowing. This garden gets watered, it's got a drip irrigation, and I think they just don't like the wet feed. I think it's retaining a little too much moisture from them. So I'm gonna move them at some point, probably not now because it's the heat of summer. But anyway, let me show you around, see what's blooming, and show you some of the flowers that I've been cutting for arrangements. One of my favorite zinnias is Bennery's Giant Wine. Look at those beautiful flowers. They're big, they're bold, they're brilliant. Zinnia is super easy to care for, super easy to start from seed. And this one is a wonderful variety. Actually, the Bennery's series is a great one to try because the flowers are just striking. I've got a Helianthus Unbelievable here. I've got a few others that are doing a little bit better than that one. I've got some Lantana, Creeping Phlox. This is Sedum Autumn Joy. I've talked about Sedum Autumn Joy before. If you are not growing Sedum Autumn Joy, it's readily available, super easy to grow, easy to propagate, and quite frankly, to me, it's a workhorse kind of plant for the garden because it just looks good throughout the seasons. So check out the video because I talk about it all there. I don't want to take up all your time here, but I love these pretty flower heads as they start to grow. That chartreuse adds such a pretty texture to borders that it's just worth having in your garden. Now I've got a bunch of super wave petunias going down the way. I really regret not buying more and planting more. I think I'm actually going to be taking notes as to how many I have, how many I want, so that next year I can just order from Proven Winners Direct and have them delivered right to my door. So here's the first set of Snapdragons that are doing very well. I'm gonna list it on the screen because I don't recall the variety name off the top of my head, but I've been growing them through these grow through supports, and really I think the best way to do it is through the trellis netting. But because I wasn't sure how I was gonna plant them in the bed, I really didn't have a good area to do trellis netting, so I decided to do the grow through hoops. They worked actually very well. I do really need to get more, but you know, I can only spend so much money on supports a season. It gets a little expensive, right? Oh, look at this Bennery's Giant Wine zinnia. Isn't that so pretty? Look how big it is. Over here, we've got some Serendipity Alliums. They're just starting to bloom. Really pretty plant. Easy care summer flower for the garden. My planter has seen better days. I would love to just replace all that. I'm not, you know, licorice plant has its place. Not really a fan. And it looks like something's been coming over and snacking on some of the plants. Geraniums have seen better days. This actually doesn't get watered enough. So I'm gonna have to take this out and redo that all together. Okay, so this is Salvia May Night. Again, not doing well. I really think I just have to move them out because they're just kind of like rotting out. Cleome. If you've not grown Cleome before, beautiful flower, deer resistant. It does seed pretty easily and can get a little invasive, so just keep that in mind when you plant it. Got some daylilies there that I didn't plant. I couldn't tell you what the variety is. Helianthus Unbelievable. Got a bunch more of these beautiful Snapdragons. Look at them. I made the mistake of using these double grow through supports and I can't stand them. I like, is hate a strong word? I can't stand them. And I'm gonna throw them out at the end of the season. I bought them last year because I couldn't get the grow throughs and I was like, I just need something, and they're awful. They just don't hold up. They're difficult to use. And my Snapdragons are not holding up as well in those as the grow throughs. So lesson learned, I'm just tossing these because this is the second year in a row that I've said I don't like them and I'm getting rid of them. I have Iceland poppies here. They're pretty much done. Giant salmon, zinnia over there. Give you a little close up of that flower. Pretty, right? I love the colors. Milkweed. It's got a bunch of aphids on it. I've been hosing them off. Anyway, we've got some more. You can see grow through hoop mishap. Look at this. I'll just cut these and get them in bouquets, but look at those flowers. These Snapdragons are gorgeous. I started a bunch of different varieties, and I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more next year because they just seem to do really well here. Some more Helianthus Unbelievable. And then these are balloon flowers. As you can see, they're not open just yet because it's not, the day really hasn't gotten started yet, and they really shine when the sun hits, so they're closed right now. But got some roses back here that the former homeowner planted. They were really beautiful when they bloomed. Oh, look, the bunny just took the head off of this flower. Look at that. Bunny damage. This is the bunny. Bunny just comes through here and hacks my plants down. Look, more over here. Oh my gosh. It got all of these. Oh man. Queen lime. This is queen lime. Oh, that's so stinky. Okay. Anyway, we're just gonna move right along. So don't use these in the short because they are, you can just see them. They're just all falling over. You can just see the difference. Look at the open hoops versus the ones with the grid. Those are the way to go, not the way to go. Lesson learned, won't be using again. So I've also got in here some, let's walk back a little bit. I've got some moonbeam coreopsis that I dug and divided from one of the other gardens. And I've got a few plants in here from Proven Winners and Walter's Gardens that I want to share with you. Let's see, I still have the tag. So this one is Salvia Pink Profusion. It's done blooming for the season, but I guess this spot is a little bit drier than the other side, so it's doing a little bit better. I've also got, I think this is Wizard of Oz Speedwell. Veronica, nope. Magic Show Ever After. And it was really pretty when it was in bloom, but it's obviously done. Surprised the rabbit didn't get to that one too. Oh, and then this one's a sedum. This one was really pretty. It had some really pretty yellow blooms. Rock and Low Bright Idea. Some more Snapdragons. Oh my gosh, it's spraying again. All right, well, we're just gonna let it spray for now. Anyway, then I've got this Echinacea. Love that color, cornflowers. It's Powwow Wildberry, and it's got a low growing habit. I think it only grows to about 24 inches, so it's not gonna get as tall as the purple coneflower variety. And then I've got some geraniums in here, cranesbill, and my liatris. Look at this. I literally saw the bunny hacking this one down. We were leaving for Vermont for the weekend, and I saw him hacking it down, so I ran out and I put scat mats around the other liatris, and look, totally left it alone, so that works. So if you're looking for a way to save certain plants in the garden, you might want to consider getting scat mats. I just got these from Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. But you know, you probably could do a bigger area. I guess it would get a little expensive though, and I have dogs, so they kind of run through here, so I wouldn't want to do a whole bed of it, but it really is very effective. Then we've got some beautiful bee balm. Look at that Monarda. And I'm a huge fan of Blazing Star, by the way. This has been covered with lots of butterflies lately, and you know, it's just so fun. I love the texture that it adds to the garden with those star-like blooms, and it looks really pretty with Monarda. Again, I've also got some Benry's giant wine in here, and this end of the bed is still really a work in progress. As you can see, bunny, 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 bunny. That is actually all queen lime orange, and I planted it over by the stone wall too. Bunny ate it all. So sad. Oh wait, you know, I have some other ones here from Proven Winners. I've got Luminary Sunset Coral, and let's see, what else do I have? Upscale Red Velvet Monarda. This one's another low grower. It's going to be pretty compact. Clearly I had some mulch I still needed to spread, and I thought this garden was going to have a little bit more shade on this end, which is why I didn't just keep planting perennials. So I didn't finish planting it because I kind of wanted to see how much sun it got. And now that I've kind of seen the season, I would say it leans a little more towards full sun to part shade, and then back there is definitely more shade. And I did put some shade lovers in there. I've got Jacob's Ladder, Hosta, some lungwort, beautiful coral bell, Solomon seal, and I dug and divided some bleeding hearts. As you can see, yellowing foliage. I should probably cut that back. Yarrow is here from the former homeowner, but I think I'm going to definitely be planting the rest of this up in fall, and I'm going to really finish just filling in the border. I mean, there's only so much you can do in a season, and I'm good where it is this year. It was a lot to take on for this year, and I think it's come a long way considering what it looked like before. But that's it, you guys. It's looking good, right? So if you have any questions, leave me a comment down in the comment section, and I will answer them. And hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for joining me in the garden. I'm Stacy from Bricks and Blooms. Enjoy a beautiful day.